Hello everybody, welcome back to Major Minor.
Hey everyone!
We left off with whatever the hell Sam is. And I'm pretty sure we're going to be going back to Singe's office.
Probably.
Hooray! Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what? I didn't know we were fading. Oh no, we're in the throne room. Okay. I wish I knew what to do. Honestly, Dusk, I'm conflicted. Oh, I can understand, given your situation. I fear my allies are turning against me. I'm just trying to help everybody, Dusk. You've done a fine job of that, my lord. You definitely have my allegiance. For that I am honored. But they don't appreciate my secrecy. I haven't really been transparent. I've been very quiet about my plans, and that means one important thing. People fill the cracks with imagination. Their own thoughts make me a villain. People tend to do that, especially under such grim circumstances. Many citizens think worst-case scenario. They don't have this life of luxury. I think you should visit the people. Work in public relations would be great. I'm not sure about public relations. No amount of that could fix what's coming. Tell me, Dusk. If you could do something truly amazing, would you do it? Without hesitation? Without a doubt. What if the world hated you for it? They wouldn't see the good right away, no matter how beautiful things ended up.
They never do.
I'm not sure, my lord. If it was good, it would be obvious. I don't see why people would hate. See, I can sense hesitance, Dusk. But don't worry, I feel the same way, especially when the time is finally here. And now, I'm just not sure. Do not let your resolve falter, my king, especially not based on others' opinions. There are always those who would oppose you. I'm afraid that is the only advice I have. It is not bad advice. I'm glad I sought your counsel. You must think me foolish, the immortal king, doubting his actions. I'm supposed to know everything, aren't I? Again, that's just something people say. Don't become who they think you are. You'll only end up losing your true self. And that is something we cannot lose. You are wise beyond your years, especially as numerous as they've been. Yes, they have been many, but I fear this may be my last. Ominous.
Very ominous.
Again, at a much earlier time. Well, it's Maxine again.
You want me to what? I'm sorry, I believe I misheard you.
I'm afraid you didn't, Miss Armstrong.
But you know who I am. I'm in the business of protecting others. You can't expect me to consider this.
Yes, you do like to protect others. But this comes with something else. You understand the importance of death. It is everywhere. It is unavoidable. While all around us, it consumes us. The power of death is immeasurable. Surely, you've been touched by it as well. Perhaps you've lost someone dear to you. Someone you'd give anything to see again. Even the lives of others, perhaps?
Yes, I have. But you can't just...
Think of it this way, Max. You know what the Ark is capable of. You could bring an end to death as a whole. That's what you want, isn't it? That your company is dedicated to? Protecting others, saving them from death? Nobody would have to lose a loved one again. No one would experience the pain, the grief. Surely this is worth what I'm asking.
People would still die anyway. It's called old age and or, disease.
Well, she would have power over life and death if she had control of the Ark.
True.
And he's offering for her to be host.
Yeah. You're asking me to kill!
But think of the loved ones you've lost. Wouldn't you like to see them again? Bring them back. Have them full of life.
There has to be some other way.
I'm afraid there isn't. You've been running from death for far too long. It's time to embrace it now. Live it. The ruler of the Ark must not fear death. They cannot hesitate in the face of it. You have to confront it head on, Max. You've mastered the concept of life. Your company is dedicated to preservation. Now it's time to embrace the other side. It's true, you protect people from death, but no matter what, death still exists. You need to gain a greater understanding. Only then will you be fit to rule. A ruler is a master of every avenue, not just one or a few. A ruler can never pretend. Until now, you've run away from death. To rule the Ark, you must master it.
I don't know what to say. This isn't something I should consider. But standing here, seeing this place, it gives your words more importance. This place is truly beautiful. But I'm not sure if this is worth it. If you're being honest about this power, I can't afford to deny your request. An end to death? What I've always wanted? But at the cost of more death? I don't know if I want to stain my hands.
I never said it had to be you, Max. Remember that gear I've given you. Using it, accidents could happen. Also, let's not be stupid here. You've used your products for your own gain. I can think of a few times without effort.
How does he know that? Just who is this guy? Give me a moment to think about it, please.
Of course. It's not an easy decision to make. By all means. Take your time.
Okay, let's recap here, Max. I was at home like I normally was, and after dozing off, I found myself here. Apparently, it's a place called the Ark. The current owner wants to leave, so he's taking time to seek a replacement. He told me that it controls time's flow, but he said it controls life and death, too. That means he can kill anyone he wants, or he can keep those he likes alive. For some reason, I'm in this contest, but I have to prove my mastery over death. Managing Armstrong is mastering life. I guess I need to see the other side. Maybe that's why he chose me. I'm halfway. First I mastered life, and now death. But I need to kill people to do that. But I don't know. I usually do the opposite. However, he hinted that I could use weapons. So that part is somewhat appealing. Wait a minute. What if he said about... What he said about the Ark is true? I can just resurrect those I've killed. In this case, it is just symbolic. My actions wouldn't be permanent. Unless I lose, of course. But with all this power, I couldn't. Control of time and company assets? I don't think it's possible to lose. I'd have all the time in the world. You're a genius, Max. You can play him. Do what he wants, then reverse it all. All right, I'm in. Can you give me more specifics?
Yes, of course. A world tour is about to launch in Tokyo. I suggest buying a plane ticket. You'll be needed there right away. Maybe she is behind the deaths. 'Cause that's a little incriminating.
Yeah.
Present time. Oh, we're still in the conference room?
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to go see Singe.
Maybe you're about to.
I gazed at my phone for what seemed like an eternity. I simply couldn't process what I was seeing. Someone else had gained powers from the Ark. I knew that man wasn't telling me everything. My initial instinct was to show this to Acheron, but I couldn't reveal my powers to him just like that. In fact, I don't know who I could show this to. I'd likely have to keep this to myself, which was awful. Why couldn't someone on my side have powers?
Someone does. You.
Things have not gone my way since I returned from Terra. I suddenly long for the simpler times of yesterday, back when my biggest worries were Rook and Keela. I long for the peace of what I had experienced. Especially with the fact that there are weapons here. Even after what Singe said, I'm still scared. But I guess Acheron was here to protect us at least. I should pay him another visit, and keep him close. But then I remembered, Singe wants to see me. Perhaps he could shed some more light on all of this. Because as of now, I feel like a prisoner here. And that was definitely not in the contest terms. I take a deep breath as I go to leave the room. Out of the corner of my eye, I see a box on the floor. It has a small blinking light on it, and it's red. I don't remember seeing that before the conference. But that has to be one of the weapons. Which means I need to get out of this room. With that as my only goal, I quickly walk out. Would you like to save your game? Yeah. That's weird. Oh, geez, that's at the 11-minute mark.
Yep.
Fuck, this is gonna be a long one.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't stop it at 11 minutes.
No.
Shit.
Well, you could, but...
I could, but that'd be ludicrously short. As soon as I step out, I see the same room as before. Yet this time it feels different. When I was here before, I sensed grief and apprehension. But now I sense fright and anxiety. It's palpable. I'm sure that after the conference the press left, why would they stay behind in a weaponized building? For now, I was certain that it was just us here. By us, I mean those associated with the tour. I doubt I would run into any strangers for now. Knowing that, I felt easier to calm down. It was welcome in the face of what I had felt before. I quickly scan the room to see who I can find. The room is practically empty. I just see Acheron. He seems to be guarding the entrance to Singe's office. Almost instantly, he makes eye contact with me. Hey there. Just who I was looking to see. Got a meeting with the man himself, huh? Would you be able to chat with me first? Something has been on my mind for a while. I mean, about the press conference. I'm sure you know what I mean. A while? But it just happened, didn't it? I know we talked before, so I trust you. You seem like a nice enough person. And I know we already share the same views. About weapons and protection, I mean. So I feel like you'll have my back again. I guess that means I'm a little biased. I must just be seeking validation. That's why I waited for you anyway. I just need to know. Did my outburst go too far? I feel like Singe belittled me on stage.
Yeah.
His certainty shouldn't override my worry. I feel like I had a valid concern, David. He chastised me for doing what I'm paid for. I only acted out of my interest to protect. I feel like others would have done it too, especially after learning about weapons. My past with Armstrong is not related. I think it was rude for him to imply that, especially in front of the press. I have a reputation to uphold. A guard can't be emotional like that. There must be no conflict of interest. My agency doesn't approve of that. The one that I work for, I mean. So that's what I'm wondering. Did I do something wrong on stage? Or was I acting as I should have? Maybe Singe was out of line? That's actually a pretty good question. I don't think there's really a right or wrong answer. It was one of those multifaceted situations. You can't dumb down those to an answer like that. But he stared at me intently. He expected me to speak. And far be it from me to leave him hanging. I guess I should just think it over before I answer. Well, we're going for him as husbando, so...
Uh-huh.
You were not in the wrong.
That's a legit concern.
He was wrong to attack him, but he was right in his concern. He could have waited till after the press conference and gone, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" when they got backstage.
As opposed to doing it in front of the press.
As opposed to doing it in front of cameras. So...
Well, there were no cameras in there.
Oh, true, but there were audio recordings.
Yeah.
Of him going, "The fuck?"
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that Acheron is in the wrong here. You can never really be wrong in a conflict of interest, two sides clashing with opposing yet moral positions. Or was Singe being moral here, holding us in this building full of weaponry? Acheron speaking out against that was totally rational. In fact, he may have been the only one brave enough. The rest of us took the news in stride. Why should he get any heat for defending us? This is the viewpoint that I explained to him promptly. Thank you. I feel much better after hearing that. I was worried I'd be alone in this sentiment. Self-doubt is never easy to endure. It eats at you, tears away from the inside. Not even all the time in the world can help. But I guess I should just move on. It does not affect my mission parameters. I need to protect everybody here. Everybody? That's not what he said before. Perhaps Singe gave him more duties. Well, you'll be safe in his office. While you're there, I'm meeting Daz. She's been acting a little odd lately. I don't know her very well, of course, but I can sense something is off. Funny he should say that. I guess he can't pick up on what I'm feeling. Especially with the texts I just received. I thought it would be blatantly obvious for him. Maybe his mind is occupied with something else. Or perhaps someone else. Thank you for the little chat, David. And thanks for always having my back. You've been on my side twice now. I can't thank you enough.
How is that always?
Always since he's known him, technically.
Mm.
I usually just watch and protect. I'm not used to this bonding stuff. I usually stick to the background. But it's different here. I feel like I'm part of a family. I haven't felt that in a long time. So for that, I'm grateful. If you'll excuse me, I have to go. I'll see you after I speak with Daz. He walks away without saying another word, without even waiting for me to respond to what he said. I'm left in front of Singe's office with my thoughts. Thoughts that someone out there wants to kill. Thoughts that someone else has powers from the Ark. Thoughts that we are surrounded by deadly weapons. About to meet with the man who holds it all together. Singe, the manager of the World Tour. The one in charge of everything. Why does this fill me with such unease? Now that Acheron is gone, I can hear voices. Without a doubt, they belong to Keela and Singe. The office is lit up with their conversation. I hope they didn't start without me. I'm not late.
Am I?
I can hear their voices as clear as day, save for a few muffled words at least. In fact, now I'm curious as to what they're saying. What could be so important that they can't wait? Not all choices have immediate consequences. Listen in or walk inside. Do we want to eavesdrop first, or just go ahead and walk in?
Eavesdrop.
Gotta be sneaky. I give in to temptation. I press my ear against the door and listen in, and the door caves in and I fall into the room. I can only make out every few words, but it's better than nothing. What are they talking about? Oh,
Plans for world domination.
do this. Time. But hard, my brother. I understand. Grief, family, contest, happiness. David? Never interested. Did for him? What? So he does have a brother? And they're talking about me? Someone out there? Oh, shoot. They know I'm here. Wait, if I don't go in right away, I can play it off. I'll pretend I just got here. Hopefully they didn't hear me talking with Acheron. They seem engrossed enough in their own conversation. I quickly open the door and try to hide what I've done. It opens with relative ease, and I slowly go inside, hopefully to gain some answers from the man himself. Would you like to save your game?
Yes.
What the hell?
I'll take it.
Well, that's about 20 minutes in.
Yeah.
I'll take that as an episode.
Yep.
Alright, so I'm pretty sure we upped our... Oh, we didn't up our affection with Acheron yet.
Oh,
Oh, come on, he liked the answer.
he did like the answer.
I want my fox husbando. I think he's a fox. Yeah, he said fox earlier.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess next time we're going to be talking to Singe and hopefully get some answers for what the hell's going on.
Yep, hopefully, anyway.
So, until next time.
Bye!
Bye.